Good morning, friends. My name is Emily, and today I'm here to do the Cursed Child tag. This was a tag created by Peter Clark at PeterClarkTheWriter. I will leave a link to his channel and his original video in the description box down below. So this is a tag created for those who have read The Cursed Child. This tag will contain spoilers for Harry Potter and the Cursed Child, so if you haven't read it, don't watch any of these tag videos. So I have the tag here on my phone, so if I'm looking down, that's what I'm looking at. So let's get started. So the first question is Time Turner. If you could go back in time and change something from your past, what would it be? That's a tough one, because I feel like everything in my past that has been bad has shaped me as a person today, and I wouldn't change any of it. So I guess picking something recent, if I could go back in time, I would pick a different supervisor for my thesis project. Not because I didn't like her, but because the university didn't renew her contract. So back in September, I connected with a woman who became my supervisor, and the English department let her supervise students because they were so sure that McMaster would renew her contract. And then McMaster decided not to renew her contract. For budget reasons, they're cutting funding to the arts because apparently the arts and learning to read and write are useless. Science is all powerful, along with probably like 200 other people at McMaster University did not have their contracts renewed because it is cheaper to hire new PhDs to teach like a session than to actually employ someone long term. So 8 months into my thesis project, I lost my supervisor, who was a children's literature expert and a fairy tale fantasy expert and a gender studies expert. Basically, I lost the perfect human to supervise my project. And then I had to switch to another person for the last third. And I love my supervisor that I have now, but if I had known that they wouldn't have hired my original supervisor back, I would have sought a different supervisor right off the bat so that I was working with the same person for the whole 12 months. So the second question is Godric's Hollow. If you had to be stuck in another time period, which one would you choose? This is also a tough question because a lot of periods in history really sucked for women. My life is better now than it would be in any other time period. So I guess if I had to go back, I would love to go back in time to Shakespearean England and see Shakespeare performed. The third question is Harry's parenting skills. Do you get along with your parents, and do you think you would make a good parent or not? I get along very well with my parents. We have a very close relationship. I enjoy spending time with them. My immediate family is very close. Would I make a good parent? I enjoy children. Like, I work part-time as a youth program director, and I really enjoy that. My issue is I am terrible about people being sick. If my kid was guaranteed to never ever get sick, I think I can do it. But I can't do vomit. Like, I cannot do vomit at all. Like, realistically, I don't think I would be a good parent because I wouldn't be able to take care of my child. Like, you cannot abandon a small child and be like, no, you just threw up over there, I'm gonna go. If my kid was healthy, I would have a lot of fun. We would have a lot of fun together because I love crafts and I love games and I would throw the best birthday parties, but I don't think I could do the tough parts of parenting in terms of kids being sick. There you go, learn something new about me. The fourth question is Moldy Blanket, a gift someone gave you that you immediately wanted to give back. While my immediate family is very close, my extended family is not so close, and I had a cousin, an older cousin, who for one Christmas bought all of my cousins new gifts, like makeup and fancy clothes from like the Gap and stuff like that. They were all very nice, and she gave me a used tote bag from the Bay as a gift. And like, I mean, I know a gift is a gift, it's the thought that counts. It was so apparent that she put time into their gifts and not mine and my sister's. The disparity between the quality of the gifts, I mean, I know it's the thought that counts, but I would have rather been given nothing and been like, well, wish me a happy Christmas, wish me a happy New Year, but don't give me this like half-assed gift when I can clearly see that you put more time and effort into somebody else's gift. It was just, I honestly would have appreciated just well-wishing opposed to that gift. I don't know if that makes me petty, but I think that's the worst gift that I've ever received just because it seems so insincere. So the fifth question is, Herminister of Magic, what is your dream job and are you pursuing it? I want to do something with books. Ideally, I would love to be a professor. I think it would be so much fun to lecture, to design lectures, to teach courses, to run seminars. I would love to work in the academy for the rest of my life. But there are no jobs in the academy, especially in the arts. Arts programming is just being cut drastically. All the universities value the sciences. What I'm thinking is more realistic is pursuing a career in publishing. I think publishing would also be a great way to work with books. Of course, like many other people on BookTube, I also have writerly ambitions and I am working on a couple of different projects at this point. Does that answer your question? I would like to do something with books, and I am pursuing it. So question 6 is Ron's gut. What is your favorite food that's covered in gravy? So my favorite food that's covered in gravy are these President's Choice mushroom burgers. And you put them in a big skillet with caramelized onions and you let them cook that way. And then you take the hamburgers out and you put in your gluten-free gravy mix and you let them thicken up with the onions, and then you take your submersible blender and blend the onions in the gravy mix and then put the gravy back on the mushroom burgers, and you can eat it by itself. You can eat it with mashed potatoes or roast potatoes. It is so good. That is my favorite meal, covered in gravy. So number 7 is Draco's Redemption. Have you changed your opinion of someone as you got to know them? I would say yes. Yes, I have changed my opinion. Sometimes people appear really nice when you first meet them, and then the longer you know them, the more you get to know like some of their quirks, and sometimes that's not for the better. Paint and memory. What's a painting that talks to you? This is gonna sound terrible, but I don't know a lot of paintings. Like, I feel like I could Google paintings and be like, oh, that's a nice painting, but I feel like that's not the point of this question, that you should have a painting in mind, and I don't, so I'm gonna pass. Number 9 is North Westeros. Would you mind being the cursed child of a celebrity, having to always live in their shadow? Being the child of a celebrity means having a lot of doors opened for you. And I think given that I'm interested in a career in the arts, it would definitely be beneficial to have a parent in the academy or in the publishing industry to kind of give me that boost. So I think I could stand being the cursed child of a celebrity. Number 10 is Scarring Flashbacks. Which of Harry's flashbacks that were rudely interrupted by Voldemort did you enjoy revisiting the most? I actually didn't enjoy a lot of the flashbacks in Harry Potter and the Cursed Child. I mean, I'm sure for a stage production they worked to sort of connect the reader to the series, so I really didn't enjoy any of the flashbacks. I really wanted the new material. Number 12 is A Lot to Live Up To. Out of Rose, James, Lily, Albus, and Scorpius, who are you the most like? I'm probably a combination of Rose and Scorpius. Both of them are hardworking, they're academically driven, which I feel like I am. Although Rose seems to be better at making friends than I am, I'm probably more Scorpius in terms of making friends. I have like 1 or 2 super close friends in each of my circles. Number 13 is Shy Scorpius. A time in your life when you were unsure of yourself. All day, every day. Writing this thesis project, I constantly feel imposter syndrome. Basically, every time I return to the project, like, I'm excited about my topic, I'm excited about the argument that I've made, but then there's always this horrible, like, gnawing feeling like it's not good enough. That's been fun. It's been a fun year. So number 14 is Angsty Albus. The Cursed Child has divided many fans, as Albus is divided with many aspects of his life. Did you like or dislike The Cursed Child, and what's the main reason for your answer? I disliked The Cursed Child for a couple of reasons. I have a video that I will link down below if you haven't seen that. So mainly I disliked the time travel aspects, it creates a lot of plot holes, I disliked the character inconsistencies, and I disliked the queer baiting. All of that really sucked. And number 15 is Epilogue. Do you want Harry Potter's story to still continue on somehow? Before seeing Harry Potter and the Cursed Child, I would have said yes. I would love to see her continue on, building Harry's world in some way, not necessarily with Harry Potter, but I think the Wizarding World is rich enough that you could definitely pick up with any of the characters and I would be happy to read it. After seeing Harry Potter and the Cursed Child, I would say no. Rowling needs to leave the Harry Potter world alone. Bonus question. Are you the son/daughter of the Dark Lord? I don't know how to respond to this. So that concludes the Harry Potter and the Cursed Child tag, once again by Peter Clark, link to his channel in the description box down below. I'm gonna tag Dulce to do this tag from Dulce is Reading. I'm also gonna tag Definitive D from bookbabble, and I also tag all of you. If you have read this book, I encourage you to do this tag. Just leave a comment down below saying that you've done the tag so we can all go and find and watch your version of the tag. Thank you so much to Peter Clark for tagging me. This was a lot of fun to kind of think through Harry Potter and the Cursed Child. I really appreciate being tagged. Thank you to everyone for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye!